Taylor Swift has once again demonstrated that she is not only an amazing singer, but also a kind person. Her recent decision to give $197 million to the team behind her Mammoth Eras tour shocked the music industry and her fans. In addition to her talent and achievements, the episode has generated a lot of discussion in the media and on social media. In the episode, her exceptional ability to care for and show consideration for those who have helped her succeed is what many find impressive. When people think of Taylor Swift, they immediately think of her incredible talent, her ability to tell stories through music, and her loyal fan base. However, her performance with the Aerial Shop team showed that Taylor is also a kind person. Think about it, she gave millions of dollars to convey her appreciation to everyone who made her tour possible, including the dancers, makeup artists, lighting designers, and sound engineers, who all helped make this enormous spectacle a success. In addition to the bonuses, Taylor gave them a fantastic expression of thanks. And if you've ever been to a show like the Aerial Shop Team Ballet or the masses on the video platforms out there, I feel like trying to find that exact specific expression of thanks. Particularly notable were the truck drivers who moved equipment between cities. Each received $100,000. You did indeed hear me. By the way, this amount is very unusual, even for the star. Imagine that they spent months traveling to make sure every show went well. It's as much their win as mine, Taylor said. According to an unidentified source, Taylor believed it was essential to let each employee know that their efforts were valued. This tour is more than just a run of shows, and it involves more than just writing checks. Just consider how that feels, she said, adding that the team's combined efforts make this collaborative endeavor possible. Drivers who usually operate in the background are paid $100, $1,000 million each. Beyond money, it's respect, recognition of our collaborative efforts, and even NFL player Travis Kelce, who is accustomed to giving graceful responses and gifts, reclaimed significant accomplishments and gestures. Usually her music, accomplishments, and global influence are the center of attention. As you might expect, almost no one writes out millions of dollars in incentives to her coworkers as a token of appreciation. According to those close to the pair, Travis was impressed with the ACT. One of the couple's acquaintances claims that although he had always known Taylor was a unique individual, this particular instance allowed him to see a different aspect of her character. As a former football player, Travis allegedly spoke with her about her gesture in great detail because it had such an impression on him. According to Travis, you've shown that being successful means respecting your supporters rather than just your name on billboards. As someone who is accustomed to working in a team, he allegedly told Taylor Travis is aware of how critical it is to recognize and value everyone's work. He learned from football that every member of the team, from the masseuse to the star player, is critical to the group's success. The insider continues by saying that he is especially moved by Taylor's handling of this situation. The two also assert that their relationship has become closer as a result of Taylor's action, the insider reports. Taylor has shown that her supporters are more than simply her associates. They are her true family. Travis respects the way others are treated. Although Travis hasn't publicly stated it yet, fans of the couple are positive that he has a lot of respect for Taylor. Fans post on social media and they both encourage one another. Being around someone like them makes it hard to avoid getting better. The performance by Taylor Swift is blowing the music industry away. It's not simply money. Taylor has adopted the exact opposite strategy from many performers who want to reduce costs and boost income. The reason is fame. It's a way to show that everyone who has taken part in her lengthy tour deserves to be seen, according to a well-known music critic. While those working behind the scenes merely receive regular royalties, some familiar with the industry view this move as practically revolutionary. Most of the money made from tours is usually given to the artist. However, Taylor has decided to change the rules of the game. Insiders claim that the decision was carefully considered. She asserted that she could not have accomplished such accomplishment without her employees. According to someone close to the artist, it was a matter of justice for her. They included Taylor's supporters as well. Although she has always been unique, I now understand why she is the Twitter queen. Her deeds speak louder than words, according to a follower. The thoughtfulness shown to the truck drivers who moved the equipment was quite touching. Each of them received $100,000, which is completely unprecedented for their profession. It's not real. Is there anyone else that can do this in a single interview? An employee of the tour company already expressed amazement. Taylor's performance has sparked discussion among musicians. If she can, why can't other artists do the same? Fans and commentators are intrigued. Social media was ablaze with excitement as soon as word spread about Taylor Swift's generous deed. The artist's fans began to express their pride and respect for the famous person. In addition to being a superstar, Taylor understands that success requires teamwork. And fan wrote on Twitter that she not only shares wealth, but also warmth. She garnered hundreds of likes according to an advertising What Prevented You from Falling for Taylor. She now considers more than just herself. She cares deeply about the individuals who help make her incredible trip possible. Even the possible effects of her performance on the music industry as a whole have been the subject of fan speculation, yet the movie itself and George Carlin himself have put the influence of the former into the performance of the latter, so that from the music industry as a whole have been the subject of fan speculation. This movie grew out of a 2012 post. Taylor should teach aspiring painters a course. She might share her experiences and discuss how important it is to value your employees. Despite a Reddit user posting, the discussion continued. Posts with memes and jokes also started to gain popularity. One of the most popular memes is "Tank drivers are the new kings of the road," which was produced by someone else. "If you need a driver right now, Taylor, I'm happy to provide one." Many fans also pointed out that her actions set a high standard for everyone and have an effect on how women are perceived in the music industry. Previously, it was thought that women had a tougher difficulty breaking through, but now Taylor is showing how to achieve. They said, he replied, Taylor commented on Instagram. She has even started to gain the favor of people who didn't previously admire her. Despite my distaste for her music, I respect her as a person. One social media user claims that such deeds make the world a better place. Taylor Swift's performance caught the attention of her industry peers as well as her supporters. As soon as news spread about the enormous incentives, celebrities began to voice their thoughts. Many were genuinely amazed by such a generous gesture. Beyoncé, a well-known personality in modern music, openly expressed her appreciation. It's incredible. Taylor is a wonderful example of how to be both successful and charitable. Though I've always knew she was special, she set a standard that we must all reach, and Taylor's close friend, Ed Sheeran, was not an exception. This is really amazing. She is prioritizing people over business, which many people think isn't possible. Jason Derulo, who rarely expresses his thoughts about his co-workers, also stood up. He sets a new standard for everyone. We should be inspired by her. Soon after, music business professionals began discussing these positive comments. Many producers, managers, and event coordinators began thinking about how to include these kinds of events in their projects. This is a significant advancement. According to a well-known manager, the club never considered such amounts. In addition to creating music, Taylor is setting a new benchmark for the industry. It's interesting to note that Swift's performance not only motivated her fellow artists, but also people from other professions. Athletes, performers, and even business people are discussing how important it is to recognize the individuals who make their success possible. Taylor is a leader who is altering the game. She is more than just a music sensation. She is something more by taking our time to think about all of the possible solutions for the problem at hand. Taylor is a purposeful resource for her music industry. Taylor strives to make their song and their works as safe as possible, taking their time to think about issues that matter to them and making sure that a movement bigger than themselves is succeeding. Taylor's leader who is altering the game. She is more than just a music sensation, and if you follow her on social media, you'll see how true this is to help create a better society for all humanity. In addition to educating and empowering especially young girls, Taylor also creates a really magical. The music industry is already praising Taylor Swift's performance as groundbreaking, as a Twitter comment aptly illustrates, and experts predict that it signals the beginning of a new age. Up until recently, artists have hardly ever divided their revenues this much. Teams have historically received symbolic bonuses, but Taylor has totally transformed that. He has increased the standard, according to music producer Mark Ronson, a multi-hit songwriter with extensive commercial experience. Other artists' teams will just cease appreciating them if they don't follow her lead. It's obvious, and his reasoning makes perfect sense. The industry is paying more and more attention to the people who work behind the scenes, like makeup artists, drivers, stage designers, and lighting designers. These days, a show wouldn't be the same without them. According to Sarah Hampton, a specialist in the economics of the music business, Taylor has made way for a novel approach to tour management. Her sensitivity demonstrates that teamwork is always the key to success. Musicians will be the next to support artists who understand this, putting them ahead of the curve. Many fans are calling on their favorite musicians to emulate Taylor's attempt, which is already the focus of a lot of speculation on social media. We now have a benchmark. Taylor is the epitome of what it takes to be a true leader, according to a Twitter user. Other celebs just don't appreciate their teams. All of this highlights one thing, if they don't realize it. Taylor has stated time and time again that every player, coach, and club employee is vital to the team's success, so his act is not only an expression of gratitude, but also a challenge to the music industry as a whole, a suggestion to reevaluate its standards and create a more equitable sector. Given that he and Taylor get along so well, Travis Kelce, who is renowned for his dedication and hard work, probably sees more in this gesture than. According to the source, the fact that they have similar values makes them even closer. Taylor's often stated that the secret to her success is teamwork. She talks a lot on the importance of the people who will always support her. In an interview, "I value these bonuses more than cash." According to Taylor, it's a means of showing appreciation to everyone who has assisted her in achieving her goals. Taylor Swift proved once more that her love for people is as crucial to her success as her talent and perseverance. Because of Travis Kelce's response, the duo is now even more appreciated. The bonuses she provided to the Eras Tour crew set a precedent for the music industry as a whole. Her $3.5 million album with Eras Tour crew opened the way for her to attend, saving more than $1.5 million. They serve as an inspiration to millions of others around the world who see how a partnership could be founded on shared values. We're excited to see what other surprises this incredible talent has in store, even if everyone is still talking about Taylor's generosity and her impact on the company.